Rip.
All right, so we're going to be talking about a lot of cool stuff today. We're going to be talking about, oh my gosh, it's so cool. Canva to closing. Michael's going to walk us through all kinds of cool tech there. We're also going to be talking about AI tools which Michael and I were doing in pre-show, literally blew my mind because it is so amazingly awesome. Every time I get on a show with this man, my mind walks away just melted because of the opportunity that we all have, but we don't take advantage of. But before we get into the content here, I just want to acknowledge Michael and his awesome new glasses.
Greg, they're Spider-Man, baby.
I know, they're so cool.
Hey, shout out to Gunnar, Gunnar. They are not a sponsor, and they don't pay me anything for this, but I absolutely love their glasses and highly recommend them. But wait, that wasn't the intro, dude. You totally threw me off.
What? How?
No hello, no.
Oh, let me back it up then. Hey, Michael, how are you, brother? Welcome to the show.
Dude, what about everybody else? Hey, everybody that's watching this show, let me introduce my always ready, always on the mark, Greg McDaniel, the podcaster, the video maven, who is here to help you out. And did you all see my new glasses? They're bright red. Greg said to wear them, so I'm wearing them, and they are Spider-Man.
Dude, they're awesome. They're in all honesty, you really make them look good. It's not the other way around. And you know what? We're going to get into some really cool content today about awesome, tech that people can just take and put into their businesses immediately and go make some stinking money with some new listings, new buyers. And we're going to talk about a lot about buyers today, which I'm really excited about because I do love buyers.
Yep.
Take it away, brother. Knock
my
socks off.
Here we go. For those of you that are not already invested in Canva or a Canva subscription, if you are a real estate agent and you are creating flyers or building anything for your business, go out. There's no fees that we get from here. Subscribe to Canva. You are going to love it. And I'm going to tell you right now, their integration with ChatGPT and AI in general is amazing. So, Greg, I'm going to just pull up ChatGPT here. Okay. How can it help me? I want to make a home flyer for 263 Anno Ave in San Lorenzo using Canva. Boom. You'll notice connectors. I've already connected up my source of Canva, and I am going to hit go. Boom. It's going to go out there. It's going to read the documents. Okay. That is all that I have told Canva.
Boom. What do you mean it's going to read the documents?
It's going to read the stuff on the MLS. It's going to read Canva. So first thing it tells you, I didn't find a Canva design already created for Anno Avenue. What I did find are several general real estate flyer templates that you can easily customize. Okay, so I can click on any one of these, and it is going to open up Canva. Okay, and it's going to show me one of the templates that I use, and I can now personalize this and customize this for my business.
But can you do this on a free subscription or a paid subscription?
I am on a paid subscription, and I think I pay like $15 a month.
Okay, so very, very affordable.
Very, very affordable. And now all you do is you go in here, you change this around. Okay. I can automatically fix issues. Boom. Way to go, AI. Okay. It's going to go in there. It's fixed anything. I can change around the information and away I go. And unfortunately, I'm on a paid flyer, so it's not going to let me edit it yet, but we can go back and we can find anything else that is not paid. Right now, I'm going to go to home, and we're going to do this from the other direction. Okay, let's say that I am in Canva, and I just want to create an open house flyer. Okay, I can go to Canva AI, and it's going to say, describe your idea. an open house flyer that I can use for 263 Anno Avenue in San Lorenzo. Okay. Now, this is a pretty basic flyer. I'm not talking about double-sided. I'm not talking about full bleed. I'm talking about getting something done easily. Okay.
What's full bleed?
Full bleed is printing all the way to the edge.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I hit go. I've never run this prompt before. All right. So it's going to go through. Just give me a moment while I get things started. That's the AI talking. It's giving you some samples. Now, I have no information in there, so some of this is going to be pretty generic, but you can see that now I can refine my design. So I could start here and say, okay, now I can use the Canva editor because this is one of the free ones, and I can type in, it's already got the basic information in. I could change the photo and away I go. Okay. Absolutely love the flexibility here of being able to quickly and painlessly create a brochure. And let's say you don't like something. All you need to do is click on it, and maybe you want to change the font. You want to go to something else. I don't like that. Or maybe I want to make it, it's a little too fancy. Boom. Something simple and easy. Okay, you want to change the photo, you go in and add photos. You click on it, your photos come over here. Okay, you can go to your own photos by going to upload, and you can upload photos that matter for you. So let's say that I want to now take it and put this home photo in here. Okay, I can just drop that photo in, and it assumes the same size. It's got the curves. I didn't have to do anything.
Pick another photo, anything.
Any photo.
Any photo. Just not the one down to the bottom, 2 stories up.
Okay, so let's say, let's
pick anything.
Look at that.
Oh, hound dogger face.
It's my boy. You could slide anything you want in there. I was looking. Used to have a picture of Greg in here somewhere. Guess
that's
not.
Just dangerous.
So, you can do all the stuff you want. So, little shout out to Doug Buens. You could put Doug Buens in there. We're going to sell Doug Buens, who's having an open house at 263 Anno Ave. Okay, really great, easy. I mean, Greg, most people can't do that. They can't build a flyer to save their life. And this is a great way to do it.
This is fantastically interesting.
Now,
so let's take a look at, go down a couple of scrolls. There's that night photo of that nice looking house or anything.
Oh, of a nice looking house. Let's do this one. There's a nice looking house. Just dropping it in, right? Maybe I want this house.
Now, can you send this to print, or do you
could send it to print? They use the option called share. You could print with Canva. So if you wanted this professionally printed edge to edge, print with Canva, and you can order this online. Okay. You also have the option of sharing it, which allows you to download it. Okay, you can choose how you want to download it as a PNG, as a PDF for print. Okay, and then you can send this off to your print shop. You could print it locally.
You can upload it to social media, or do you have to do a different version?
So for social media, you'd probably want to do a PNG.
So PNG for social media.
Yep, or a GIF or a JPEG, whatever you're comfortable with.
But you can download multiples, correct?
Oh, 100%. As many as you want.
That is so stinking cool. Now, let's just play with this idea for half a second. So this is, let's say it's a 4-bed, 4-bed, 3-bath, right?
All right. So let's jump into something a little bit different. And I know you're not going to.
But can you do you can download these things and put them into something like CapCut or anything else, and then you can do a voiceover on it?
You could make it a video. Absolutely. I don't want this one. That was one we just talked about. Hang on, I'm trying to find. Where did I do? Okay, I know Greg's going to love this one, but shout out to Robin. This is a flyer that we created for her. And, this is what you can easily do This is a front and back 4-page flyer. All your contact information, your photo, your asking price, all of that stuff right here. Okay. And let's say, Greg, that you don't like this photo, right?
Which one?
Anyone. Let's say you
I
don't
have
like,
one I could take away.
let's say you don't like this bedroom photo. You want to try this one there. Just slide it in. Okay.
So many jokes.
Yeah, there you go. So real fast, real painful. Let's say that I am going to be doing an open house for Robin and I want a flyer. I can now take it, drop myself in there, and check this out, Greg, because I've already specified what I want done. It's going to remove the background for me and fit me into that spot.
That is freaking cool.
So now you've got the background removed from a photo that started without.
Now, would you change the name of the broker and put your name in?
I would put my name where the Robin's logo is, and I would print this, put, my contact information down there, and I can share this with other people. So I can go up to the top here and say share, and you'll notice it says people with access. So I could give you access so that you can change this flyer to meet your needs. Because a lot of people don't want to be handing out a flyer for another agent.
Why not?
I don't know. I always do. I'm like, here's my card.
Yeah.
Here's the listing agent. Away you go.
Well, let's specify. You have to get permission from their listing agent to actually change the photo and the logo and everything else. I mean, get that in writing. But if they're agreed to that, I mean, this is amazing.
So really quick, really painless. I'm not going to go into too much depth here because Canva has some fantastic training online. But check out what they've got. I mean, if you look at this page here, okay, and I just type in real estate brochure. Whoops, I'm going to search templates this time. Real estate brochure. Okay, you'll notice that they have a ton of stuff for you to choose from.
Pick one.
Okay, I'm just going to keep scrolling while we talk about this. There are hundreds, Greg. This is not one or two, hundreds. So you want a trifold. Boom, look at that. You can now create a trifold right here.
Do you know when my team and I were working on our trifold, it took us so much labor-intensive work.
Yeah, it's hard
to get the trifold done.
Yep. Here
you
can
are very
do
powerful, by the way.
Super easy.
So cool.
Super fast, super easy. So, and let's say that you don't want to do a flyer today. Let's go back up to the top and you want to do a real estate social media post.
Oh.
Okay. Look at all these samples.
Pick one.
Okay. Find your forever home today. Contact us. Boom. Okay. No, I don't like that one. I want to do something a little more elegant with my photo in it. I want to put my photo here. Are you looking for a real estate agent? Call Greg McDaniel. Boom. Okay. And then you just say, customize this template. All right.
So puts basically it in. What you're telling me, and this is from the layman's point of mind, which I'm going to sign up for Canva for the $15 a month. And again, we make no money off of Canva, so we're just talking about a product we like. This takes every single stinking part of labor out of marketing. Yeah. Because you can do one of these a day, one personal, one professional, post on social media, post about an open house, post about an upcoming listing, post about a sold. If you want to recruit agents, if you're in a brokerage that does that, you could probably find a template for that as well. Am I correct on that, Michael?
I'm sorry?
If you let's say you're with a company that like you want to recruit agents into your team,
you could build one.
You can build a template?
Yeah, you could create from scratch if you wanted. That's not going to show up.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do here. So really powerful tool. Everybody should be using this. And getting the value that Canva has to offer. Their integration with AI is amazing, and their ability to help you create something in 5 minutes is unbelievable. So you can build this brochure. I put my photo in there, and let's assume that I had a better photo somewhere. You customize this text. You could put this in chat, write something, put your phone number, your broker, your DRE number all in there, and boom. Then you go to share. You download this as a PNG, and away you go. Okay. You also have the option. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. But
that's the other cool part about this. Like, as you get more comfortable with Canva and you understand how it works, you can take all of these different past listings, past, brochures, social posts, everything. There are going to be in the system on Canva. Go to a listing appointment with your iPad or laptop or something and say, hey, this is some of my past work. This is what I'm going to do for you. What model would you like? There's a guy that walks around, I think, New York City, and he takes photos of police officers. These photos come out absolutely amazing. And as soon as the cops see them, they're like, yeah, take my photo. This is I would love it. And so it's the same difference. I mean,
yeah,
this is their main, potentially one of their main assets, if not the main asset. And if you can show them how good you can make it look, whew.
Yeah. So now you're doing this, Greg, and I know a lot of people don't like posting this stuff. I'm going to tell you, when it looks clean and crisp and you like it, they make it easy now. So when you go to share, you also have the option, click, see all these little buttons. You have a couple of things. One, you can send it to your phone. Okay. A lot of people only do social on their phone. But as you scroll down, you can also post it to your Facebook page, Twitter, Pinterest. And guys, you can even schedule. So you can put this up and say, I want this to be posted when. Okay. Convert it to an Instagram business account, or link to, I don't have my socials hooked up to it, but you can do all of that right here. What I normally do is I send it to my phone and then I post it there when I'm ready. Okay. You can also message this, text people. You can make this fun.
We can message like the sellers and be like, hey, check out what I just built for you.
Yeah. 100%. Really, really powerful tool.
And it's only $15 a month.
I think it's something like that. Let's look.
So let's think about cost versus benefit here very, very quickly. So you send a postcard out, which I don't have one in front of me, but you send a postcard out and it's going to cost you, let's say 45 to 50 cents for a nice one. The big boys, like $1 and change. And so you send it out to a couple thousand people. Well, that's a couple $1,000 that you're going to be sending out. And that's like, they live for about 30. If it's lucky, it lives for 30 seconds. Otherwise, it's 3 seconds. You can do this for $15, $10. Pick your poison, and you can do this in a nauseam. I mean, you can send it to everybody. You can message all of your clients, put a mass messaging board together.
Yeah,
I mean, you could go bananas with this and get this out to your database of CRM. Your local agents that are in your brokerage, anyone you have an email address to that you have a connection with, you can send out this information to zero cost besides the $15 a month. And your 20
and they do have a free version, Greg, but it does cut off. So it is, if you pay monthly, it's $15 a month. If you pay yearly, it works out to $10 a month. If you have a team, you can get this as literally $10 a month per person, minimum 3 people. Great value. If you happen to have somebody that's involved in education, like a teacher, it gets even cheaper. Okay, so just real quick, the free version, just so we're all on the same page, when you are looking at designs and tools, you will notice that some of them have little crowns, and you can barely see it here.
What
little crown in the lower right corner. Those are the ones that are on the paid accounts. So you lose access to a lot of stuff.
So click on one that has a crown on it. Let's see how cool it looks.
Well,
Will they even show it to you?
yeah, I'm a paid user.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yep. So cool tool. I absolutely love it.
But okay, so I'm a new agent, or I'm an agent who's not that tech savvy. Put that in air quotes. If I was that person, what would you do as your first step in regards to using Canva? How would you take what would you do for your first posting?
My first use. So I'm a new agent or experienced agent.
Well, let's say you're an experienced agent. I'm going to just bring this all the way up. So,
Am I doing any business right now?
So I'm breaking into a new market. My wife got a new job in Tupelo, Mississippi, and so I got my license, and I want to break in. What would be my first move to make a splash in a marketplace? You're typing into the chat GTP, aren't you?
Nope, I'm typing right here. So I'm going into Canva AI, and I said, create me a powerful social media post that I can use to make
So Canva will do this for you. You don't have to go outside of the loop here. You can just do everything in here.
I'm doing this right in Canva. Okay, create me a powerful social media post that I, a real estate agent, can use to make a splash in the marketplace. Boom.
I cannot wait to see what this does.
Okay, here it is. Thinking. Okay, on it. Give me a moment.
Do a lot of people think like this, or is this something more of a younger generation that will utilize this, and can, like a boomer, which my father is and my mom, do you think this is something that they can use or they would use?
I think everybody should be. I know they could be. Whether they will be is a different story entirely.
I agree. What do you think? And this is an honest question. What do you think the downside would be of using this, and then the downside of not using it?
I think the downside is that other people are going to be using it. So they're going to be doing things that are better and faster. And this threw an error. Something went wrong. Try things again. Does happen. This is the do a demo, lose a deal. Canva maybe just lost a customer.
Well, the cool thing about this is that, I mean, can you create images? Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, but here's some. Now it's pick one. Okay, I want to make a splash. Unlock your dream home. This is a good one. Okay, use the editor. Okay, I actually like that.
That's actually
image.
good.
I would personalize the text, and away I go.
And then you just download it and then send it out.
Download it. Yep. Okay, so you asked a question. Can I create an image?
Oh my God. Why do we even ask these questions of you? I already know you have the answer.
Make me an image of a modern home.
Can you go geo-specific on it? Those are not modern.
You probably could, but it's going to struggle a little bit more with that, because there is no, you could have any home in any market, right?
Can you so you can obviously upload your own photo, photo or photos of one of you and the property. Can you have it render it into like a black and white or like anything else? Like, can you upload documents like let's say a floor plan and put that in there? I mean, what can you do with this? Well, actually, no, my question is, what's your limitation on this?
I don't think there is a limitation. I think that the AI gives you the ability to do whatever you want. You're going to have to learn the syntax in order to get the results that you want.
What is syntax?
And I'm sorry?
What is syntax?
What words do you have to use in your prompt?
Okay.
So, but you know what, Greg? Our audience and the average person doesn't do that. Right? And there might be better tools out there to do it. But if you wanted to show off a modern house, this is going to be a way to do it.
But can't you go back to ChatGPT and ask it to create a prompt for you?
I could do it in ChatGPT. I could do it in Grok. I could do it in any of the tools out there for image editing. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you could do. But we're getting close to that magic 40 minutes, and I want to talk about the next topic.
We're at 25 minutes. What are you talking about?
Well, that gives us how many left?
Well, 9. Don't make me do math. I do people, not math.
We got Jeopardy. Okay, so Greg, even you know what this screen means, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk now about how you can recommend your buyers use AI.
Wait. Okay. How my buyers would use AI?
Yeah. So let's say you got a buyer that's on the fence about 2 houses, and they want to know more about one you just sold them. So I'm going to start off. I am thinking about buying. Can't type today.
It's okay.
Let's do Anno again. 263 Anno Avenue in San Lorenzo. Give me the pluses and minuses of this home. I am very...
Go back to this.
Yeah. Nice thing is AI would probably still figure it out.
It would.
Give me the plus and minus of this home, period. I am very interested in the schools.
I was going to ask about schools.
And the walkability.
What about public transportation and commute times?
Of this home. Oops. Sorry.
I cannot wait to see how this is going to come back. Can you ask it for like a grid format response or bullet points or...
Let's just see what it does, because yes, you can ask it for whatever you want, but most people aren't even going to put in this much information, right? So
true.
It's going to search the web. It's also telling you it's going to search Redfin, Zillow, and some other places. Okay, so this property is actually listed on the market, right? So that's the first and probably most important thing to know, that there is a lot of valid information out there right now. Now you'll notice the first thing it does is give you a snapshot. It's listed here. Here's the size. Okay, here's the pros. Strong value, $794 a square foot compared to local average of $860. Okay, what they're not announcing here, and this is something that you'd have to take into account, is it's about 50 yards from a freeway. Okay, the size is modest. It is older construction. Okay, but it has been recently remodeled. That's not in here as well. Schools served by San Lorenzo Unified, one of California's oldest, dating to 1859. That could be good, could be bad. You can go to Wikipedia, and it gives you this information. Okay. Walkability, walk score, 67 out of 100, somewhat walkable. Okay. Transit score, 54 out of 100. That's not so great. Okay. Commute, BART from the Bayfair, Berryessa North, 36 minutes, $5 to $8 per ride. Driving is roughly 28 to 29 miles, 30 to 31 minutes without traffic. Okay, now it's going to do at a glance summary, price and condition, strong value, fully remodeled, move-in ready. Okay, strategic considerations for your decision. All right. And then at the bottom, it's still helping you. Let me know if you want side-by-side comps, school score, deep dive, visual commutes, or creative messaging hooks.
Yes.
Okay. You can see the power of this, and we could, just go in and we could talk. I'm sorry?
Just type yes.
Well, yes.
I'm so excited to see what this is going to come
Show me some comps.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, my word.
Okay, so here's some local comps. When it was sold. Okay. Broader market context. Here's some broader homes. Okay. Positioning. Boom. And then, of course, a quick analysis table.
What?
Okay, so here's, bare bones dated. Okay. Mills.
You remember when we used to use Thomas Brother maps just to find our way from property to property?
Oh, dude, it's amazing.
And now we can grab this and, like you said, we can share this with our clients. You can print it out. You can put it on our social media. You can really pump up every aspect of buying and selling. Oh, Lord, look at that. With
So I also typed in, show me a visual drive to San Jose. Gives you the route, estimated drive time, highlights, why this drive matters to you, action plan. Okay.
Oh.
There's a lot of stuff. Now we can go even more. If
We're going to go more.
this home and make it a rental, what's the ROI?
And what's my cap rate on it?
What's
with the current market rent with the current market rental rates for a comparable property?
Okay.
I swear to God, if this comes back with this.
Here's your estimated market rent. Okay, Zillow, Zumper, Rent Cafe, and Redfin. They're all about $2,500.
Okay.
Okay. Cap rate estimate. Okay, it tells you gross versus net. Annual gross rent is about $30,000. Expenses are about 21.
NOI is 21.
Your cap rate is about 2.9%.
Well, that's not good.
Okay, so it's not going to be the best rental.
For a rental.
For a rental. Okay.
That is freaking amazing.
Okay, and it even tells you your typical cap rate is 5 to 6%.
So you can adjust the price. So you can go in and say, look, your cap's at 2.3%. I'm going to offer you guys are asking for
I want a 6% cap rate, what should I offer for this home?
Probably like 570 or 560.
Okay, it is giving you the formula. Offer price should be $350.
Holy sharkanoogles. I overshot that by a long shot. Yeah, you're not going to get that property for $350, but
nope.
But at least you can validate your offer based upon this information.
Yeah. And you can do other things. So if I want to buy this as a primary residence,
where are you going?
Hang on. Should I ask the seller to give me a $10,000 credit? Oops, $10,000 discount, or ask them to buy down my interest rate,
or if they will carry back
no, let's do this because this is more by 1.5%. Okay. All right, so list price goes to $709, 20% down, loan amount. Okay. So payment drops roughly $65 to $70 a month. Lifetime savings, $23K. Scenario, 0.5% rate buy down. Keep price at $719. Loan is $575. Rate reduced from 6.5 to 6. Monthly principal and interest falls about $180 a month. Lifetime savings is $65K. Any question about what we should do here, Greg?
Make an offer based upon these numbers.
Exactly.
You know what? Here's the interesting thing, Michael, that I'm thinking about right now is that a lot of the times, and this is the me just speaking to the group. Okay, so you're getting involved in real estate, right? And you're like, oh, I'm a first-time buyer personally, right? And you're like, man, I can't afford a single-family home. I can't swing it. So what do? What you should do is go buy a fourplex. So let's run a scenario of talking about a fourplex. Let's say there's 2 1-bed, 1-bath, 2 2-bed, 1-bath, and so it's a fourplex on, whatever. Let's say the 1-1s are bringing in 1,700 for easy numbers. The 2 beds are bringing in 2,700. What's the cap rate, and what's my depreciation time frame? Because a lot of folks, if you
the 2 bedrooms are how much?
We're going to go 2 beds, 2,500, well, double what the 1 beds are, and just kind of see then ask it for an analysis if this is a good investment, and how should I finance it.
What's my sale price?
Let's say 1-1.
Okay.
Which is a very low price. This can be, if it really comes back with this. And ask it if I buy it, what could I raise the rents to based upon current market data?
Market data for what?
For rental prices.
For where?
For that property, for those rental.
Where is the rental?
Let's put it in.
Let's make this easier. Okay, I'm considering the purchase of a $1.1 million fourplex. Okay, there are 2 units with 2 bedrooms, 1 bath at $2,500 a month, and 2 units that are 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom at $1,500 a month. What is the cap rate for this property?
And how much would I have to put down as a deposit?
It doesn't know our finances, so let's start with the stuff it knows. Okay, 2 units. Here we go. Annual rent $8,096. Operating expenses. It's going to go in there again. I haven't included any actual operating expenses. And here we're at 5.7%. That's not
a bad cap, actually.
Yep, that's
good really cap. Not a bad cap.
Yep. And you could go, I asked you some complex questions, and I don't want to get lost in the weeds here with that. Is you can put in whatever you want. And guys, there is no accepted format here. Pick the stuff that makes sense to you and put that in. Right?
You don't know what upload documents, right? So you can take the documents from the MLS and like anything they have in the disclosures, upload 100%. Everything, and then Greg, analyze this.
I upload all my disclosures, every inspection, everything, and I say review the attached documents and give me the red flags.
That's what you said that in the last video, and I forgot about that. That was a really good tip.
Works really, really well. I do it with contracts. I do it with everything because those are the things. It's going to find the things you don't know.
Michael, here's a good idea. I know we're coming up on our 40 minutes.
Yep.
But what if, hypothetically, you're an agent and you want to learn the marketplace, right? So you go into the MLS and you go to 123 Main Street, 456 Maple, and you download and upload all the documents, and you say, please compare these 2 properties. What's the best purchase? Blah blah.
You can do that all day long. Yeah, you can definitely do that, and you can also.
That is stupid cool.
A real estate agent working the Sunnyvale market. What do I need to know about Sunnyvale real estate? Sunnyvale.
And who's the biggest competitors in the marketplace, and what's their market share?
So it's probably not going to track market share because it's super easy for it to know the listing agent side, not so easy to know the selling agent side.
Gotcha.
Okay. So here we go. Sunnyvale real estate overview, median sales price. I'm going to learn all about Sunnyvale with just a simple prompt.
Let's say I was going to go on a trip. Hold on. Let me pull up a map here and then we'll get out of here because I know you got meetings. Where's a map? Let's say I'm going to Bodega Bay.
Yep.
Tell me everything about Bodega Bay hotels, restaurants, and real estate conditions, and what are favorite areas to visit.
I'm going to spend 3 days in Bodega Bay, California.
By the way, I really do love Bodega Bay.
Where should I stay? Hotel.
For an affordable price.
What should I do? Okay. What I've found with AI, Greg, is most people enter as little as they can. So I'm going to start this. Now, first off, folks, Greg, Bodega Bay. Okay. Bodega Bay. These are the pictures of the residents of Bodega Bay.
The second picture in, I actually stayed at a house right above that beach. It's awesome beach. Anyways, continue.
It's not a house. That's a shack. Okay, but here's your where to stay. Gives you a couple places. Inn at the Tides is actually pretty nice. Lodge at Bodega Bay is one of the best Northern California hotels I've ever stayed. Okay, suggested fit, and here's your 3-day itinerary. Arrival, coastal immersion. Go check out the wine, culture, and Hitchcock. Okay, water activities, art, and farewell. Highly recommend you pick up some oysters just north of Bodega Bay and chow those down. Quick reference table, what you're going to do, logistics, and a summary. Okay, and Greg, you could do anything you want here. You can get more information. You can get less information. It's absolutely amazing what AI can do for you. And I'm going to tell you guys, as you use these tools, focus on these things for your clients, right? Bring this out. Okay, you're interested in living in Sunnyvale? Give them a market analysis.
Yeah.
Here's what the market looks like. Just put it in there. Give them some information about the community. They're moving to San Francisco. Hey, guys, I understand you have to do some construction right before you move in. Go check out Bodega Bay. Okay. And it's amazing. I actually had a flip side. I had a client give me a couple of nights at a bed and breakfast in Sausalito after I sold them their house, which
I
love Sausalito. And it was amazing. The stuff you can do with AI. It's like, how do you find it? You go look and you get some opinions. I didn't have to call anybody. Greg, I'm wearing red glasses. Spider-Man.
Right. I know, because you're on fire.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, these are not my prescription. So the typing was actually because I can't see the screen. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, I think that's enough information for one show, because honestly, my brain's melting, and I'm going to go play as I go to the dog park here in a little bit with my chat GTP, which Michael, coerced me. I'm very thankful for to get the upgraded to the 5.0, and it will rock your socks off.
Yep.
So go out there, play with this AI.
Guys.
Would you? Okay. Quick question: Grok or Chat?
I use Chat.
Go with Chat.
I started with Chat. I think they're both good, but I started with it and I don't want to change.
Good. Then stay there. You guys find your lane and just go after it.
Yeah,
but I hear. So what Michael's really saying, and Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, how do I phrase this? Be very concise and detailed, which means the same thing. In regards to your prompts, don't hold back. Don't be shy. Put every single stinking thing into that prompt so the AI can learn and then give you the right information back. If it's like, hey, I want to go to San Francisco, I want to go to Chicago, I want to go to New York, Houston, and they're like, oh, okay, great. But if you give it a detailed and write it out before, literally write this thing out before, and then read it into Chat or Grok, or you pick your AI, and allow it to then disseminate the information. I've been messing with this thing quite a bit, and what Michael is showing you right now is something that I learned from him, and it is astonishing the information I get back.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating. And if you don't get what you want, ask the question a different way. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this. You can't go wrong.
It's like being in a relationship. If you don't get the answer you want, ask another question. Keep going. We call it.
I thought you were going to say get in a different relationship. All right, Greg.
And then there's that too.
Then there's that. On that note, everybody, thank you so much for joining. It is the closest we have been to 45 minutes or 40 minutes in the last 10 shows. So I'm super excited. Have a great week. Greg, thank you as always. If you need to get a hold of either one of us, Greg at RE Geeks, Michael at RE Geeks, we look forward to seeing you again on the next show.
See you guys then. Till then, peace out, ninjas. We gone.